Your mother still does your hair. Have you learned how to perfect your own bun yet?
Bro, the fact that everybody's gonna know that my mom does my hair after this, like, I'm getting so much backlash.
Like a good neighbor, Juju is there. Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in general, guys. And of course, I want to do some more reporting on women's basketball in the women's basketball world. Okay, Juju Watkins, guys, she just signed on to State Farm, okay? She is now another partner in the brand of State Farm, along with none other than Miss Caitlin Clark. In an article by CNBC.com titled, State Farm signs Juju Watkins and increases investment in women's sports. Okay, women's sports right now, specifically women's basketball, is on fire, and everybody wants a piece of the pie. Everybody is trying to throw in a couple of dollars to get out a couple $100, and I do not blame them because I want to do the same. State Farm is furthering its investment in women's sports with two new deals. The insurance giant announced on Monday that it had signed college basketball star Juju Watkins to an NIL or name, image, and likeness deal. Last week, the company also announced its sponsorship of Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 women's basketball league. So they're also sponsoring Unrivaled, the new league that'll kick off January 17th, 2025 in Miami. I cannot wait. We want to make sure we represent the diversity of customers that we serve, said Kristen Cook, State Farm's Chief Agency Sales and Marketing Officer. State Farm will kick off the NIL partnership with Watkins starring as a new neighbor in a co-branded ad spot with mascot/spokesman Jake from State Farm. Watkins, a former five-star recruit, finished her freshman season at the University of Southern California, averaging 27.1 points per game. Now in her second season for USC, she has helped lead her team to a 4-0 start. It's an honor to partner with State Farm. Not only are they one of the biggest brands in sports, they've also been investing in basketball and in the women's game for decades, Watkins said in a statement. Meanwhile, State Farm's deal with Unrivaled, which kicks off its inaugural season in January, will give the insurance company a visible presence across Unrivaled properties throughout its season and postseason. State Farm's investment in women's sports now include the National Women's Soccer League, the Women's National Basketball Association, National Collegiate Athletics Association basketball, regular season, and women's Olympic basketball and volleyball. Last year, the company signed its first NIL deal with basketball phenom Caitlin Clark. Historically, State Farm's support of women's sports date back years. The insurance company featured an ad in 2015 with former WNBA star Sue Bird. We're very proud of having a decade-long investment in women's sports in particular, and so we've seen the business value firsthand, Cook said. State Farm said its investment in women's sports is already moving the needle. The company has found the TV spots featuring Clark were 46% more effective in driving consumer engagement than an average State Farm ad, according to analytics firm EDO. State Farm saw an additional 28% boost in effectiveness when the spots aired during the Iowa Hawkeyes games. On Thursday, the insurance agency released a new ad featuring Clark titled Rookie Move. Cook said the company's marketing data shows investments in women's sports are not only profitable, but the fan base is also digitally savvy and loyal. She said more and more women are becoming small business owners, and others are making more financial decisions, so State Farm's strategy to be a part of women's sports is not just important, but it also makes smart business sense. I think every brand should be asking, how should women's sports be a part of the business strategy, Cook said. Miss Cook is not wrong. Again, I'm a finance major, okay? I'm going to keep bringing it up. And when it comes to investing, okay, you got to do it early. Okay, again, it's such a thing. It's called compound interest. Okay, the earlier you get in there, okay, the sooner you get in there. That interest that money that you invested, that interest rate is just going to compound over time. Again, I hate the fact that you can only WNBA investing is only private, right? Only like private investors can invest in it. I'm like, why can't us the public people? And why can't I put in $10, $20 every other week or so? And just invest in the WNBA. Let me invest in Las Vegas Aces. Let me invest in the Indiana Fever. Let me invest in my Connecticut Sun. Let me invest in Chicago Sky. It's like it's only for private investors, which I think sucks, obviously. But it's like hopefully who knows? Maybe it will change in the future. But again, like you see in all these advertisements, all these brands deals, Nike, Adidas, now State Farm. You got insurance agents, home, insurance, car insurance policies. All these commercials with these female athletic stars, but specifically women basketball stars such as Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, and now Juju Watkins. Again, women's basketball it's exploded, and it's so beautiful to see. Because again, I ain't gonna lie, like I've been seeing so much commentary on TikTok and even here on YouTube of people saying like the NBA is no longer watchable. The NBA is unwatchable. I can't watch this. There's no defense. There's no this and that, and the ratings are tanking. The viewership is going down, and it's sad. It sucks. But it's like on the other hand, at least women's basketball, we got women's basketball. Okay, if you're getting sick of like the men's game or whatever, at least just give it a shot. Okay, you ain't gotta choose sides. You ain't gotta choose teams. You ain't gotta choose your favorite player, right? just watch a couple of games. But if you want to make it more easily for you to digest, I say for the WNBA side, watch Chicago Sky, watch Indiana Fever. Just follow the stars of those games. For college, what made it easier for me is the Gamecocks. Secondly, I would say USC, LSU, and UConn. Of course, I say first, either Gamecocks or UConn. Just watch one game. Paige Becker's the star of UConn. Gamecocks is a lot of stars for real, but I'll say Tahina Pow, right? And just watch how they maneuver and just the way that they lead offense as point guards, and just start there again. I understand that women's basketball period, sports period, right? Sports watching, just the whole spectatorship of it. It's not for everybody. Like everything is not for everybody, but again, just give it a try and just see if you like it. Again, shout out to Juju Watkins. The girl is just 19 years of age and she is rolling in some money. Okay, the money is coming, honey. The money is coming, and I am not mad at her at all. I love to see a young woman, especially a young black woman, get paid. Okay, she's gorgeous. She stands at 6'2". This is just the beginning. Wait until she gets into the league, guys. Again, universe willing, she's going to stay healthy. She's going to, improve her game. She's going to get better and better. And we're going to see more companies invest in women's sports because they're exploding.